You are waiting for permission to do the work you were meant to do. You may not call it that. You may call it being practical. You may call it waiting until you have the right credential, the right certificate, the right person to tell you that you are qualified. You may call it waiting until someone discovers you. You may call it waiting for the perfect moment. But what you are actually doing is waiting for permission. And permission, the Zohar says, is the thing that has already been given to you. It is the thing you were born with. And the person you are waiting for permission from does not exist. Or if they do exist, they are also waiting for permission from someone else. Because authority, real authority, internal authority, is not something that anyone can give you. It is something you have to claim. And the moment you stop waiting for someone else to hand it to you, and you realize that you hold it yourself, everything changes. The Kabbalists held that there are two kinds of authority: external authority, which comes from someone else telling you that you are qualified, and internal authority, which comes from the knowledge that you are qualified because you have done the work. And the difference between these two kinds of authority is that external authority can be revoked. Someone can take back their approval. Someone can change their mind. But internal authority is yours to keep. And most people spend their entire lives chasing external authority and never develop internal authority. They become dependent on the approval of others. They become hostages to the permission that someone else gives them, and they never discover that the permission they were waiting for was always inside them. There are 3 specific patterns of waiting that the Zohar names precisely. The first is waiting for credentials, some piece of paper that proves you deserve this. A degree, a certification, a license, an endorsement from someone who is already considered an authority. And the observation the Zohar makes about this pattern is simple. There will always be another credential. The person who waits until they have the degree will then wait until they have the advanced degree. The person who waits until they have the certification will then wait until they have the advanced certification. Credentials are infinite. You can always get one more. You can always find one more piece of paper that suggests you are not quite ready yet. The second pattern is waiting for someone to discover you. The fantasy that someone important, someone with authority, will see your work and tell you that you are talented, that you are worthy, that you are ready. And this pattern is particularly insidious because it positions you as the victim of the discovery process. You are waiting to be found. You are waiting to be chosen. You are waiting to be picked. And while you are waiting, the person who did not wait to be picked is already doing the work. They are already visible. They are already building. They are already becoming the person that people want to discover. The Zohar says, you discover yourself first. You pick yourself first. You choose yourself first. And then the world has the option of catching up with the choice you have already made. The third pattern is waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect economic conditions, the perfect personal circumstances, the perfect alignment of all the variables. And the Zohar observes that perfect never arrives. There is always something that is not quite ready. There is always something that could be better. There is always one more season to wait. But the person who starts anyway, who begins in the imperfect moment, discovers something that the person who is waiting never does, that the work itself makes the moment become perfect. The work is the permission. The work is what makes you ready, not the other way around. So here is the Kabbalistic teaching at the exact moment when you are standing at the threshold of your own work and you are afraid. It says, you are the authority you have been waiting for. not in some metaphorical sense, in a literal, practical, actionable sense. You hold the permission to start. You do not need anyone else to agree. You do not need anyone else to approve. Your work is not waiting for the world's permission to begin. Your work is waiting for your permission. And permission, the Zohar says, you already have. You do not need to apply for it. You do not need to earn it. You need to claim it. There is a teaching the Zohar holds for this exact moment. Internal authority is not humble. It is not arrogant either. It is simply clear. Clear about what you know. Clear about what you do not know. Clear about what you are willing to offer the world. And this clarity is what distinguishes the person who starts from the person who waits. The person who waits is unsure, and so they wait for someone else to make them sure. The person who starts is unsure, and they start anyway, because they know that uncertainty is not disqualification. It is the condition under which all work begins, and they are willing to do the work even while unsure. That willingness is the permission. Here is the final teaching the Zohar offers. Your work is the permission, not your credentials, not your approval rating, not your discovery by the right person. Your work, the thing you make, the thing you offer, the thing you put into the world because you decided you were allowed to. That is the permission. That is the thing that makes you qualified. Not before you start, but as you are starting. And the person who understands this does not wait to be perfect before they begin. They begin imperfectly and let the work teach them perfection. They do not wait to be discovered because they have already discovered themselves through the act of starting. Share this with one person paralyzed before their own work, unable to decide between options because they do not believe they have the authority to choose. You have the authority, not because anyone gave it to you, but because you are alive and conscious and capable of deciding. The work you are meant to do is not waiting for perfect conditions. It is waiting for you to stop waiting. Follow this channel so the next permission finds you when you finally understand it was always yours. And leave one word. What work are you waiting permission to begin? We lift the next spark together. One more time, the last word of the series. You were never waiting for permission. You were always the permission waiting to be claimed.